You have no idea the amount of ignorant mess we're about to get into right now.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This is episode 112, Naz and Maalik. This is the 2015 American drama film written and directed by Jay Dockendorf and stars Curtis Cook Jr. and Kerwin Johnson Jr. About two closeted gay young black Muslims who are also being harassed by a local FBI agent because they think they're up to no good. So it's sort of a coming of age-ish movie. So I chose this movie, so I'll start.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not care for this movie at all.
Look. I'll be honest with you. I told this to Terrence last night. I'm very surprised by that because I said, Jay picked this movie probably because it looks like it has a bunch of awards next to it, and it's got two gay dudes on it, and it.
I like to talk about controversial things,
and it looks pretentious. and
yeah.
I said Jay will probably love this movie.
No, I did not.
Good.
I did not. The acting is poor. This should not have won an award for anything. Anything.
God damn.
No, guys, I really did not like this movie. This movie is 89 minutes.
Yeah.
It took me 3 hours to watch it. I literally watched half of this movie, stopped, watched Tour de Pharmacy on HBO for 40 minutes, walked around, did some other things, came back, watched the second half, took another break for about 30 to 40 minutes to an hour. Then I watched the latter third. I did not care for this movie at all. My biggest issue with this movie is it has a lot of potential to be a really super interesting film, which is the actual reason why I picked it, right? You know, it's like a coming of age story, two closeted gay Muslims. They're black Muslims, right? So they're not Arab. So that's kind of a different American experience as well. Then sort of in this post 9/11 world where they're dealing with being harassed by the FBI. And I thought that was going to get leaned on pretty heavily and how they were going to balance that. They didn't balance anything. They took all of those ideas and they just kind of threw them at the screen with no semblance of trying to tell what I thought was a cohesive story. I thought it really missed an opportunity to tell a really interesting story, but it failed on everything. So from my perspective, and it sounds like the two of you feel the same way, I'm going to rip this movie to fucking shreds. So stay tuned.
Okay.
Terrence, your thought? Oh, by the way, my score is a 1.
God damn. I watched it this morning. Yeah, nah. I didn't like this. He said yesterday, he's like, he picked it because.
Fuck you, by the way. Go fuck you.
It was hilarious. And he was, because I told him I wasn't a fan of the last movie we did. And he was like, oh, wait. I'm like, God damn it. So like, fuck, I watched it tomorrow morning. And I watched it, I woke up at 6. And nothing fucking. First of all, which one is which? Which one is Naz and which one is Maalik?
Naz is the one with the Kofi.
Yeah.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
He's a dick through the whole fucking movie. I'm like, this is all your fault, yo.
Yep.
All of it.
He's just a big fucking prick.
Yes.
Throughout the entire movie.
He gets on my goddamn nerves.
Fuck
and
that
like,
dude.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, and look. I watched these two movies back to back. The one we previously did and this one. So maybe that's why my score for the previous one, I'm like really high on it. Because I was not high on this. I was the opposite of high on this. I was completely stone cold sober and mad at this.
You had runner's low.
This movie And that's the thing. Like you said, this movie has a lot of potential,
Yeah,
right?
It really
it does.
It has
to touch on a lot of different things.
It has two major things that are incredibly interesting with homosexuality in the Black Muslim community,
Which is not a thing we've seen before.
right? And having to live as a Muslim in a post 9/11 world, an African American Muslim in a post 9/11 world in New York, and nothing happened. You think nothing happened in that previous movie we did? Yo, literally nothing happened in this movie.
No, no. So what's your score?
Fuck this movie.
Oh, all right.
Like
That's
a
fair.
1. It gets a 1. Like the acting, like you said, the acting was not good. There was one scene when they were in the bedroom. I'm like, yo, fuck off. Click. Like I would like fast forward this shit. Like, yo, this is not an argument, dog. This just was piss poor. Like I started running through, I'm like, yo.
Look, I did my thing that I normally do. I was watching the time. I'm like, all right, credits are 10 minutes. This movie's only 79 minutes. I can get through it.
There were certain sections. Like I didn't even finish. I did finish, but by the end when he was in the subway, I just turned it off. Like I don't give a fuck what happens.
Here's the thing. Nothing happened. Nothing.
Okay. So
you look familiar.
Oh,
Credits.
cool. Yeah, fuck this movie, dude. Like I look, man.
I was not pleased.
This movie is
It's
the
disappointment.
definition of pretension from the creators.
You know what it is? It is clear that Jay Dockendorf,
Steven Dorff.
Steven Dockendorf. No, it's clear that the writer-director has watched a lot of indie movies and is a big fan. So he did all of the beats of an indie movie, but he forgot the one part.
He forgot the rhythm.
The plot.
Thank you. There's no plot.
There's no fucking
There's
plot.
nothing. Like
It's
at least in that
like
other
go-go
movie.
music. It's a bunch of fucking noise with no rhythm. that was for you, Anthony.
Oh, he gonna be pissed.
Oh shit.
Actually, everybody. Yeah, well.
Oh,
whatever.
you DC fools. Look, Baltimore Club music is better than Go-Go. Get
is.
out of here. Anyway,
Scenario. Like what the fuck? All right.
bunch of pots and pans.
Listen to
Sorry.
that shit all goddamn time.
Oh, no.
All right. Yeah, this movie. This movie's bad, yo. This movie's bad.
How many awards did this fucking thing win?
Why?
And how many white people gave those awards? Because that's what
the
this
subject matter is what it got the
Thank you.
awards.
That's
what it
exactly what I was
was.
going to say.
Right,
It's not
exactly.
for the performances. It can't be. It can't be. It's impossible.
This is
The show had nuance and complexity to the
No, it
characters. No, it didn't. All right.
no, it didn't. Nas went from like just a dude who was gay to like super gay by the end of the movie, right? Like
Yeah,
the second he took that button down off, it was like a totally different character.
I don't know.
Almost like a caricature.
Yeah,
Like a head snaking caricature of what a gay man is supposed to be. And I don't know if this actor's gay.
right.
or-
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I don't know if maybe it's actually the opposite in reality, which is in the beginning he's trying to be this
He's trying to be
button-up
super hard or
and
whatever.
like buttoned up, and then like he actually gets to be himself. But it's just such a profound change in the character of the film. It seems weird.
Yeah. Plus, and look, I'm not even knocking his character on that. His character, like you said, Terrence, is an asshole, and he's the worst kind of asshole. He's the asshole who thinks he's not an asshole.
Right. He thinks he's the hero.
Right.
He thinks everything is everyone else's fault.
Yeah.
Or he thinks, I'm like, dude, the nigga tried to tell you, yo. That part pissed me off so much.
Yo.
And then he lied. I was like, you fucking. I mean, I get it why he lied, but at the same time, like, yo, homeboy called you and you didn't fucking text him back or call him back.
Nope. Called you a number of
Send the
times.
fucking text.
Call me back.
That's all I'm asking you to do.
So what's your score there, Micah?
This is a no out of 5.
So a 1-1 and a no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is on Netflix.
A no with two
I
exclamation
don't
points.
recommend it. I don't recommend it.
I don't reckon. Yeah, I don't.
No.
Yeah, you know what? That is the grading system for this movie. How many no exclamation points out of 5? This is
No, well, you said no, and our ones count as explanation points.
there. You go.
That's
So that's a pretty much don't
There you
bother.
go.
Don't fucking bother.
Don't
Don't
bother.
It's
not
This
worth
shit
it.
is. This shit is not. This
It's
shit
an
is
hour
not
and
good.
24 minutes of nothing.
you can watch a chicken kill a guy.
Nigga, when that shit happened, when that shit fell off the roof and I heard a thump, I'm like, and then a car crash. I was like,
Nigga, what the fuck
yeah,
is
we're
going on
skipping
with
to the
this
end because fuck it, whatever.
I
I
lost
was like,
it.
I'm sorry. What the fuck did I just hear?
When I saw the chicken's like teetering on the roof, I was like, yo, is this chicken
movie?
gonna
This
jump?
chicken about to jump, yo. Is this chicken about to jump in this
Commit
movie
suicide.
All right, yo. Even the chicken didn't want to be a part of this fucking movie, man.
I just
went downstairs and the nigga was hurt. In the car, like, I was like, whoa.
this movie took. All right, we'll talk about that scene when we get there. Because in actuality, that scene doesn't even make any logical sense.
No,
It doesn't make any,
doesn't.
like, the logic of it all doesn't even
like
work.
the chicken wasn't that big, yeah.
Yo, did the chicken when it jumped
Fly
off
out
the roof,
into
like
traffic?
fly into the middle of the street?
And then
Or
dude
was the
fucking
right?
swerved,
Or was the
he-
dude like transfixed by this chicken that he just like, yo, what is this chicken over? Bam! Like, we'll get to it. We'll get. To it.
I didn't
God damn.
understand that. Like, I sat and watched this last night by
What a
myself.
piece of shit this movie is.
It's really bad.
God damn.
Now, okay, so the movie actually won. It won Best Feature Film prize at the 2015 Seattle LGBT Film Festival, proving that there must not have been very good films in 2015 for the LGBT community in Seattle, because this is terrible.
Yeah, this is
terrible.
Again, this is one of those cases where LGBT folks, I'm assuming, aren't represented enough, so they'll just
Or
flock to
or
him.
I
gay
wouldn't say that.
or black gay
Yeah, that's-
Muslim LGBT folks are not represented.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you, but yeah, that's fucking
It's rare. I mean, well, it's
Yeah.
rare to know about it.
Right.
I am
I'm
sure
sure
there
they
are
exist.
plenty of gay.
Some of the
But-
stupid dialogue. Are you gonna always be gay? Like, I bet Dumbledore, for whatever the fuck his name is, I bet he thought that it was fucking so profound. And that line that he had that character say, "Nah, yo, it's
That's a
not."
sister.
That was a sister.
It sounded
You gonna always be gay? No,
Like-
it made the character sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
unless she was like 5, like
Right.
she was like 18 or 19.
Like they don't.
That's not how people talk, guys. Yeah. So this movie is not good. So all right, okay. I'll be totally honest with you. This is how much I didn't care for this movie. I didn't even do a write up for it. I was just like, I'll fucking wing it during the show. I don't care. Like I was tired, dude. I was so aggravated.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
I was like, I'm not, because what I normally do is I watch it once and then I
gotta
watch it
go
a second
back
time
through
to
it.
go back and do my
Like,
notes.
there's no point.
I was like, fuck this movie, dude. Like, no. And then when I went on Wikipedia, they didn't have a write up for it. I was like, motherfucker. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm winging it. Fuck you, Naz. Fuck you, Maalik. Sorry if we don't do you justice. The movie was terrible. So the film opens with Naz's sister, who is like, she's blowing her nose, and she goes to throw away some like snotty tissues, which I didn't really need to see. And she throws them in the trash, and then she goes rooting around in the trash. I guess she sees something. She goes rooting around in the trash, and she finds a condom, which was not evident to me when I first watched it. I was like,
Yeah. Like,
I don't know what's happening. She finds a condom, and she brings it to her brother, Naz, in like a tissue, and she's like, basically like, what the fuck is this? And they're pretty orthodox. I mean, she's wearing like a hijab and the whole 9 yards. And she's like, oh, you know, who are you having sex with? You shouldn't be having sex and all this other stuff. And he won't tell her. And he's like, oh, it's not me. And she does something that I thought was kind of funny, actually. She goes, give me $25. And he's like, no. She's like, or I'm going to tell mom and dad. And he's like,
Fuck.
like, yeah. So he just basically admitted to having sex.
Right.
And then having to pay an extortion fee.
Why did he throw it in the trash?
Thank
You
you.
flush it down the fucking toilet.
Thank you.
You dummy. How old is he?
Everyone knows
18?
this.
He's going to college. You should know that by now, dog.
I don't know. Like that was one thing I found to be like unbelievable in this movie, besides the chicken flying into traffic. But like, yeah, dude, everybody knows if you want to get rid of it, you flush it down the toilet.
Well, later on,
Like he wrapped it in fucking tissue and threw it in the trash. That's too much fucking work, first of all.
right.
throw in the toilet, flush, moving on.
Right. You fuck. You fuck. You go in the bathroom. You slide the shit off right in front of the toilet. You wash up, and then you do whatever else. In my case, go to sleep. I'm fucking tired. I'll be putting in work. And I get fucking tired. I'm old. I'm knocking on 40's door. Leave me alone.
I don't use condoms. I'm married, so how about that?
So
Man.
it's
Condoms do suck.
they do. They
Like
do.
I mean, it'd be better if
conversation.
it'd be better
Like
if
a
it was
fucking-
like a yarmulke, like a fitted, if you will.
Yeah.
They show he put it in the trash so that the director and cinematographer could have him take it so that he could throw it away in the public dumpster and linger on this shot or not a public dumpster, a public waste bin, and so that he can linger on the shot for 5 seconds. For what?
I don't know.
For what?
Yeah, like it was someone gonna find it later.
Right.
Like there was no fucking foreshadowing at all.
Like, what is this supposed to symbolize? It's a fucking garbage can.
I really don't know.
Nothing.
It symbolizes where the script should have been. In the fucking trash.
Or lack thereof.
Right.
Yeah, there's no script.
Yeah. Again, he
that
should have just
script on
fucking
the-
flushed it down the toilet before he left the house.
Yeah,
Right.
Why did he put it? First of all, that's fucking gross.
Yo,
Like he just fucking took the damn condom and
put it in
just
his
left
fucking
that.
pocket.
Like,
he was going to leave it on the
reuse
bed.
it?
I was like,
Right,
yo,
no
are
shit.
you, like, what are you doing? Like, get the. All right, yo.
That was strike one,
Right.
and we're already a minute and a half. We're only a minute and a half.
We are
into the
literally a
movie.
minute and 49 seconds into the
film.
film. So after he throws away his newly used condom or previously used condom, Naz goes outside. He meets up with his friend Maalik. Spoiler alert: they're more than friends. And they go off on like just sort of trekking through New York, right? So they're in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and they're very much two regular kids, 18-year-old kids in New York, but they're just like hustlers. Like they go and buy fragrances and Catholic sin cards and lotto tickets and just try to resell those things for money on the street. Okay, that seems weird to me, but like they've got like
who the fuck gonna buy a $5 lotto ticket from a nigga on the street?
New Yorkers, man.
Nah, yo.
No,
Nah.
no.
Okay.
So as Naz and Maalik are, I guess they're not in school. I don't know, maybe summertime or something. As they're walking around the corner in one neighborhood, this white dude comes up to them and he's like, "Hey, do you guys want to buy a gun?" Look, as a black man, if a white person came up to me and said, "Do you want to buy?" I run anyway because I don't trust it. But two, if a white dude says, "You want to buy a gun?" I kick him in the balls and run because he's trying to rob us, and it's just some bullshit pretext to this robbery.
Right. I'm like,
You want to buy a gun? No? Good. Now give me your money. Like, oh, come on, man. So Naz is like, no, I don't want to buy a gun.
he's like
Fuck
how-
out of
well,
here.
first he's like, how much?
No, Maalik says that.
Oh,
Because Maalik is like, yeah, how much? Is it unregistered? And asking all these questions. And I'm thinking to myself, much like Naz's face, like, nigga, why are you asking these questions? Like, the fuck are you doing? And then Maalik is like, he's like, nah, I don't really want to buy it. I was just asking. I'm just fucking around. And this, by the way, this white guy who is in this scene, arguably one of the worst actors I've ever seen. He's horrible. And
yeah, like 3 lines.
yeah, he's one of the worst I've ever seen. He will be trumped soon after that by his partner, the FBI agent.
Yeah,
I'm like, why are you in this movie? Are you an actual FBI agent? Is that the excuse?
he might fucking be.
Because you
Who
are
knows?
bad at talking. So the part of this line of dialogue was really weird. The guy says the gun is 200. Maalik says, how about 175? The guy says, I can't go that low, 150. I was like, I'm not that smart, but I'm like counting on my hands. I'm pretty sure I know a lower number than when I hear it. And it wasn't. It was clear that the dialogue was supposed to be, I can't go any lower. Pause. All right, 150. But why would you offer less than the lowest price the other guy said? That doesn't make any sense. Who wrote this? Oh, right, it was the director. The director is terrible. This movie is terrible. This is a 1 out of 5. Like, it is so bad. Everyone is so stunted and stiff in this movie. Except for the part where they're like making out. Then they're like really into it. So then we get a scene of Naz and Maalik. They go into this store where I thought, after watching the previous movie that we did, Give Me the Loot, I thought they were just about to rob this place. Start throwing shit in their cargo shorts and run the fuck out. But no, they don't. They just go through and buy a bunch of things. And like they buy these, Naz buys these like sin cards, like, you know, Catholic sins, and Maalik is buying all these like fragrances.
Yeah, and that's another shot where I like lingered on it. He's looking at the cards.
Yeah,
and I'm like, first of all, I don't even know what the fuck those cards are.
Right.
And then they say, oh, they're Catholic sin cards. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
No, I mean, okay. In fairness to the movie, they don't tell you what they are until just slightly after that. But it makes sense for the lingering part because he sees his lifestyle as a sin against his religion.
Whatever.
So,
I don't.
Are they sin cards or are they saint cards?
they're sin
I
cards.
thought they were Pokemon cards in the beginning.
I thought they said they were
This
saint
is a
cards.
Charizard.
It is
Because
Saint.
Sin.
because the way they were pitching the deal was, hey, you get a lotto ticket, here's your good fortune.
Oh, yeah, okay, maybe.
So,
Right, that
and I
makes
think
sense.
I think they have Catholic saints on them.
Oh.
Is that it? Well, either way, I'm not buying any of that shit.
Yeah, one guy was like, I'm an atheist. Get the fuck out of my face.
Let's call
That's
that
the correct answer.
I was like, let's call that character Jay. No. Shut up. Dude, there's a sign in this movie that is perfect for Terrence. It just says boycott Florida.
Yeah, because it's got fucking.
Trayvon
I didn't
Martin.
even see that.
Oh, wow. Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
I need to get that on a t-shirt for fucking
Yeah,
Terrence.
buy me that shirt.
Boycott Florida?
I'd wear it.
I do not doubt. So they're trying to sell these things, and there's just a long series of situations where they're just trying to sell a bunch of nonsense. And there's like random moments of like hobos walking down the street. There's a random moment of the white guy who tried to sell him the gun, eating pizza. Why do I care? And then he walks outside and he meets up with this woman, this white woman. And she kind of gives him a nod like, yeah, you know, we're together. And he gets in the car. He's clearly a cop or a FBI double agent or whatever. And he's talking about how he tried to sell a gun, or no, he prefaces as saying, these Muslim kids tried to buy a gun off of me. No, you tried to sell them a gun.
You tried to entrap them, FBI agent.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
One of the things about this movie that drives me crazy is nobody has the wherewithal to tell the FBI to go suck a dick in this movie, and it drives me crazy.
One guy
dude does.
Yeah.
One dude does.
Yeah. The heavy set that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, we were sitting at home watching this shit, man, and we were just like, you don't have to answer that fucking question. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I gotta go home. Are you gonna arrest me? Can I fucking leave, please?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
Like, just watch
tell me where
one
your friends
episode
are.
of Law and Order,
No.
dude.
Yeah.
Just watch
Tell me
one.
tell me where your friends were last night. Who the fuck is you? Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm from the FBI. I don't have any proof that badge is real. Fuck off.
Right.
Go get a warrant.
You could be like Cochise and Preach with your fake ass badge, trying to get hookers and shit with that shit.
Yeah.
All right, FBI, we take bribes.
Yeah, we take.
Fuck off.
Man, if you just give me this blowjob, I'll let you go. Like, wait, what?
How much? 2010? No, he said 10. Shit.
It's a great movie. Coolie High is a great movie.
It's much better than this shit.
Well, that's not that hard to get to. So the two characters, Naz and Maalik, then they go to their local mosque. And like Naz is, I guess, more devout than Maalik is because he's wearing a kufi. And then we get one of my favorite moments of the movie that I actually chuckled is the imam or whatever at the mosque. It's like they're sitting down to all pray, and he goes, "All right, well, I'd like to welcome all the FBI agents. Hopefully, you guys are getting a lot out of this and everything." I thought that was kind of funny. And then
fuck you.
yeah.
FBI.
Look, as a black person who is an atheist and thinks religion is generally very silly, I don't like to see people harassed just because they believe a fucking religion.
Right.
Unless you're a Scientologist. Those people are crazy. But like even Scientologists shouldn't be harassed for believing what they believe, that Tom Cruise is Jesus. But I don't understand how people think it's okay to just fuck with people just based on their religion. A religion of 1 billion people. I've never understood that. So.
I don't know.
Yeah, I never understood it. Like, oh well, this one guy thinks this, so you all think that. Is that how it works?
I think that's how life works.
That's how racism works. So they're praying at the mosque, and they do their thing, and then they leave. Again, that scene didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything. There was no moment of like, oh well, Naz is really devout, or
you know what they're doing with that scene? They're setting up the fact that the FBI is harassing these people, but it doesn't pay off. Like the FBI is a problem, right? We understand that you can infer that cops are involved with that, with the guy and the girl, right?
Right.
Because at this point, it's not known. And, hey, to the FBI, hope you get a lot out of this, right? Like, it's setting you up to think that this movie is going to be more than what it is.
Right, that there's some sort of culmination of that story.
And
there
nothing
isn't.
fucking happens.
Yeah, again, this movie had great potential to tell a wonderfully unique story and fails in every way, shape, or form. It just does. So the two are then the two get on a train in the New York subway, and there's just, again, nothing happens. Just get on the train, and they just get off on another stop. Then they go to the other side of town where they are trying to sell random people these fragrances like watermelon, lick me all over, like African Queen. Like, those are actual names. That's not me making this up.
Yeah. There was
Why do you look so pissed?
Because one, it's super fucking hot, and
Yeah,
two, this is a terrible, terrible movie. I do remember,
I almost called an audible, by the way. I almost did.
I do remember when I used to take the subway in Baltimore, there would be a black Muslim dude.
Yep.
And he would,
that's a staple.
yeah, he would have a bandolier of these things on.
Oh, there's a guy who lives near here.
And he always had like this real cool pitch. He was like $2, and like it was kind of catchy, right? And I could see why nobody ever bought anything, but
people bought it. You did what? You think that?
I just didn't see it.
What, you think that bandolier was free? No, that's fragrance money bought that bandolier. Come on.
But yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Y'all burn incense in the house? Let's talk about something funny. Y'all burn incense
of course,
in the house?
of course.
You don't burn incense? We used to burn. We don't burn like oils and stuff like that.
No, we burn incense. I mean, one, I'm black and my wife is Indian, so hello.
Well, sounds like a
sandalwood and I don't know, whatever fucking bullshit I find that smells like a 1970s fucking like weed den.
Shit, I'm surprised y'all don't have the goddamn beaded curtains and shit coming through you.
You fucking up, man. You know what? I'm gonna go buy some before she comes back in town. She walk in like,
What the fuck is going?
like you put your hand in like, welcome home. That is offensive. That is offensive. I remember when black people used to do that shit. That shit is not cool, man.
Yeah, man.
A beaded
Our
curtain.
neighbors used to have that shit. Just a beaded curtain.
Why? Like, why?
The sound?
I know, I never understood it.
That's too much noise.
Yeah.
To walk through a fucking threshold. I don't need all that.
Like, we don't have a door between our kitchen and our dining room. We had but we have a doorway. Like, if it was a beaded curtain there, it would be really fucking irritating. Every time my dog walks in and out of there, like, come on, man. Like, no, this is stupid. So they're still selling shit. Like, this goes on what feels like forever.
Yeah, it was no point to any of this.
Yeah, it was just like,
it's like, okay, we get it. You're Muslim. You're selling incense and fucking cents and shit to make money. And lotto tickets. What the fuck?
Who the fuck buys a lotto ticket off a stranger, yo?
Yeah, I'm like, can I check the date? How do I know it's not from yesterday?
What shit is that?
What's the weirdest shit you ever bought for somebody on the street?
I
once knockoff NWO shirt. I didn't realize it was a knockoff until I got home. Like, son of a bitch.
Does it stand for knockoff world order and they just spelled the shit wrong?
No, it was the wrong design. It looked close enough. When I took a closer look, I'm like, this is not a real NWO shirt. And I was very upset about that.
How old were you?
It was like 1998, 17.
Yeah. Wow. I have two. I once bought a subwoofer from a guy at a gas station.
A white guy in a van at a gas station. Yep. That's it. That's mine. That's mine.
So it wasn't like a full fucking theater home theater.
I couldn't afford that.
Yeah, and he would just try to sell you anything.
What was the brand?
Oh, it wasn't a real one.
Because you can look that shit up online.
Oh, I did at one point.
And it's like the same thing. I can't remember what the brand is, but they sell you that same shit. They be out like in front of fucking Best Buy and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, $100.
But you know what? The subwoofer kicked though. Like, it did. Like, I used to shake the chandelier down in my fucking parents' dining room from my bedroom. Fuck around. I used to turn on Blade, the beginning of Blade, to show it off. It's awesome.
Oh no.
And I also bought a pair of socks at a barbershop because at every black barbershop, there's a thief who sells things.
Yeah, that is a thing.
I bought socks and I bought a bottle of Tide.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what boosters take. Fucking socks and detergents and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I was living alone. I needed some socks and I needed detergent. I was like, this is a fucking good deal. What do you mean $3? Hell yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, mine was a speaker system.
Did you get the whole thing?
Yeah, I got the whole thing.
Was it worth it, Dan?
No, it wasn't. It was a piece of shit. It was a real piece of shit. But.
Oh, I have no doubt that subwoofer, rated wise is garbage. Yeah. But you know what? It was loud.
Got the job done. Niggas love fucking bass.
Right.
Yeah, he saw my black ass coming. He was like, hey, black guy, bass, come on. You know you want it. $50. Next up, we see Naz and Maalik again walking down the street, hustling. They start selling their stuff to random New Yorkers. They take some of the money and they go buy some champagne mangoes.
Yo, I didn't need to see these big lip niggas eating the shit out of a fucking mango, yo. Like, I didn't need to see a bunch of close-ups of two big ass lips just eating mangoes and not eating them like neatly. Like, that's a thing that grosses me the fuck out.
Loud, wet mouth noises.
Like, I didn't understand this point.
Yo.
Okay, I think they're making what I would argue is a piss poor attempt at this sort of like romance story of these two, and I guess like eating and sharing food is very sensual or whatever. But it didn't come across like that. It came across as just weird and loud mouth noises, which I find also to be fairly disgusting.
It's fucking gross.
Also,
stop slurping.
Also,
Dad,
they're
what?
He does that shit because he knows it pisses me off. Slurp cereal and shit. Like, come on, yo. Come on.
But here's the thing. They were eating champagne mangoes. You don't have to cut them up. You could just kind of eat them normally. Like an apple almost. I know this because I buy them at Trader Joe's.
Yo, these people, yo. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Look, if you don't get it, I don't get it. So the two they go to a park, and they start talking about how
I don't even remember this part.
Well, I have a clip, so
okay, cool.
So that'll be something worth anything to break up the monotony of this film. So they go to this park and they start talking about life and how like Maalik thinks that like the world is changing for the best. Naz is much more skeptical and negative because, as has been established earlier, Naz is a fucking asshole. So here's that clip.
Like, only Allah can judge me. I'm sure of that. I mean, all these people, what is it? They perfect now? No. We'll see. We'll see when we meet Muhammad. All praise be to him. We'll see. You think the world's getting better? Yeah. I don't think so. Change gets too much credit. People confuse it with progress and don't even realize the truth. Change happens all the time. Bad change.
What are you talking about? Things are improving all the time.
They mostly regress. No one respects anyone anymore. More inmates than there were slaves. Education's for shit unless you loaded. You can't get rich unless you're born rich.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know, man. Bad times. Real bad.
Okay, so there you go. That scene, I guess, is there to establish sort of this negative Nancy kind of behavior that Naz has, where Maalik is more positive, I guess. Like, again, I can only clip this out because, one, I needed a clip, and two, it seemed pretentiously striving to be profound. I did not find it profound.
Yeah, nothing they talked about had anything to do with the movie. It didn't. Like, he's like,
no, you're not wrong.
He's like, hey, the world sucks. If you're born rich, then you stay rich. If you're not, then everything's fucked up. Like,
well, what are we
talking about?
Okay, so here's a question: Do you buy that argument that the only way to become rich is you have to already be rich? Education is shit. It is. Does it feel like things are getting worse? Let's have a side conversation outside
Far
of this.
away from this fucking movie.
Yes,
Yes.
We're gonna make this a good episode by not talking about this film as much as possible. You're welcome.
Ready for the
everyone
longest preview episode
listening. Right, exactly.
to a preview episode you've ever heard in your life. Yes, it's getting worse.
Yeah,
but education is still, very important. Like,
well, he says that education is shit in the country. Do you think that's true?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, this movie was done in what, 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty shit.
Nothing's changed in 2 years.
Yeah, nothing's really changed. But I mean,
especially where they live, by the way, which is Bedford-Stuyvesant.
That doesn't mean you can't make something of yourself. I don't know. It just, like, they really get on my nerves. They really do, man. They really get on my nerves.
They
Muslims.
Naz and Maalik.
Look,
it might be Maalik. I don't even know.
Malik.
Did they even say his name at all?
I don't know or care. I just don't.
It like the education system sucks, man. Especially in like cities.
Well, in poor parts, yeah.
Yeah, in poor parts of the city, it's terrible. But education is incredibly important because that's what people like base what your salary is on.
Well, and it's also
unless you make something of yourself,
your self-worth is on.
Right. If you unless you don't do your own thing, then it's all gonna be based on your education.
Yeah,
and
I think it's
like if you didn't go to college, you're fucked.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Actually.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Well, and I mean, his point about education being shit, I agree with. I mean, especially if you're talking about if their perspective is schools in Bedford-Stuyvesant. But I think education has become this weird thing where, especially not just like regular like parochial education, but like higher learning or higher education, it's become this weird like us versus them kind of scenario, which is bizarre. There was a report or a survey that 70% of Republicans think that college is a bad idea for America. 70%. Like it does damage to the country because it's, these liberal havens. But it's like, yeah, but people should be smart.
Well, what about all the Republicans who are like, didn't they go to college?
Yeah. What about the people that represent you, you fucking morons? They all went to college.
Yes.
I guess
that's why they are where they are.
Like because they're trying to keep their constituents stupid.
That's right.
So that you motherfuckers are fucking shiesty individuals.
There's a word that doesn't get used enough.
Shiesty.
Welcome to 1994. But yeah, I mean, I do think there is like this sort of backlash against education in this country, which I find to be really dangerous and terrifying in a lot of ways.
Yeah, man. Fucking scientist. I know what I feel.
Yeah,
I know what I see. And when I look at the horizon, it's flat. Ergo, the world is flat.
Ipso facto.
I mean, wouldn't you be able to see all the way across the planet then?
Yeah, I can't explain that. Like I can't make my brain not function normally to explain what B.O.B. and fucking Shaquille O'Neal believe is a flat Earth theory. I don't know.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I think he said something about that.
I know Kyrie Irving did, and I think Shaquille O'Neal was like, "Well, I mean, if that's his opinion, I've never seen the Earth from outer space."
Stop being nice to ignoramuses, yo. That shit pisses me off. That's his opinion. No, it's not. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. Kyrie Irving. Like, yeah, my opinion is that you're better than LeBron. Oh, right. That's actually not true. It's not true. So fuck off. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean, look. In a lot of ways, Naz is right. Like the world does feel like it's getting worse. I do live by that adage, like the time time bends towards justice, right? It bends towards positivity. But in a lot of ways, you look at it, especially in the United States, like shit sucks right now. Like it sucks real bad.
Look who's in the position of
power
presidency right now.
I just listened to an entire conversation about a book discussing how white supremacists are in the highest powers of office. And it was just talked about as if that was not a fucking issue. Like that's the most normal thing in the world. As if it was like liberals, conservatives, white supremacists. I mean, whatever. It's like, no, guys, they're like Nazis.
That's a bit of an issue.
That's a bit of an issue, right? I do think, weirdly, I do think we're kind of edging towards a revolution, and not just in this country and across the world. And I don't mean like armed, like fucking the South will rise again revolution, because I think that's juvenile and ridiculous. But I think like literally a revolution of thought. And I think we're getting to a point where you're watching like the smart people of the world are just like, to just move the fuck away from all of you. And I think you're going to start to see a massive split between like not just the haves and the have-nots as far as money, but like intellectually. How the fuck is it 2017 we have access to all the information in the world and people think the earth is flat? How? Nigga, people didn't think the earth was flat in like 1965. That's insane. It's insane. People go, yeah, all right.
People didn't think the earth was flat in like 1665.
But now we have all this access, and people are like, "Yeah, it's flat." Some dude I was talking to online was like, "The Earth is a plane of existence." No, it's not. It's a real place. It's not a place in your mind.
616?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
1610? Like
it's not a comic book universe. It's fucking real, dum dum. What are you talking about? So yes, Naz is correct. The world is getting worse. We're fucked. Now go on the roof and throw a chicken off. And you'll be fine. More on that later. That happened in this movie, guys. That happened in this movie. Yeah, I didn't understand the significance of it, really. So then, again, this is sort of a day in the life kind of situation, and Naz and Maalik are just road tripping across the city. And now, at no point right now do you know, as the audience, that Naz and Maalik are gay. Like, still, this has not been established.
Right.
And they're just hanging out, smiling at each other, and having fun, and talking about selling, like, a bunch of random, stupid-ass items. So then they start getting followed. They start getting followed by the FBI. They don't realize that this woman, who is the worst actor in this film, she starts following around in a very obvious Crown Victoria. And so they duck into an alley, not to avoid her, but just on their own accord. And then they just start fucking going at it. They just start making out because they haven't grabbed each other's dicks all day, and so they're just like hyped about it. Good for them. I mean, this is like a pretty intense scene. I don't know the sexuality of the two actors specifically, but they seem to be enjoying themselves.
Yeah, we're going for broke.
Yeah, so good luck to you. That's great. I don't really need to see it. It's fine. I just don't. I don't really like, and in fairness to me, I don't really like heavy makeout scenes in movies, period. It seems very uncomfortable to me. Like man, woman, I'm just like, are you gonna bone or not? Like, I'm here for that.
So would you rather have them fucking?
Well, I mean, at least get to it. I'm just saying. Let's go, guys. Let's get it moving. You didn't throw that condom in the trash can for nothing. Let's get a move on.
Twice.
Oh man.
Throw condom in the trash twice.
You big dumb.
Flush it. Jesus Christ.
Not that hard. So they. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not a Crown Vic. It's some sort of shitty Ford. So then, again, they're walking around the city. There's a lot of walking around the city. Then they walk in the middle of the street, which really pissed me off. It doesn't make any sense. Walk on the fucking sidewalk. You're not a car. And, I don't know. That just like really bothered me. How much longer do we have to do this episode? 48 minutes in. Just got to get over that 110 mark.
Technically, we really don't.
We really don't. I just don't want it to seem like a review episode. We've had review episodes that have been longer and more interesting.
That's true.
So they run into a random white guy. This scene makes no sense.
What the fuck was going on?
It literally has absolutely nothing to do with anything, right? I thought this was going to be where the plot kicked in 50 minutes into this movie. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe this dude is, okay, we've established that they're gay. Maybe this dude is like some sort of predator or some shit, right?
I think it was probably the...
Maybe. I don't think so.
Number.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Right.
He just wanted to fuck a black dude.
Yeah. And I'm like, and when he went upstairs and was like, oh, hey, look, I collect beanie babies or tie babies or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, I was like...
Just like, yo, is this it? Like, is nothing going to happen?
Nothing happened.
Yeah,
so he goes upstairs with this random white guy he meets on the street.
Naz goes upstairs
with the guy. Because the guy says, hey, I'll buy one of your lotto tickets or sin tickets or whatever. He was an atheist. And he says, I'll buy one. But my wallet's upstairs. So you got to come upstairs and get the money. I'm like,
no.
Nope.
No. Why don't you just go get your wallet and come
back downstairs? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't get murdered in your sex dungeon. How about that? Naz is an idiot. So Naz goes upstairs with the Beanie Baby serial killer.
And Maalik is like, what are you doing? No. And they get into, Maalik sits there for a second and then he texts him something like, you need to go. And then Maalik rolls out.
Yeah.
And then we're back in with the in this dude's apartment. And yeah, he's looking at Beanie Babies.
Yeah, he's got a table with a bunch of Beanie Babies underneath. What? Why?
Look, everybody has their thing, right? That they collect. But
no. No. This is 2015. This is not 1994.
And then he's like, "All right, let
Burn
me put some of these things in your backpack." And I'm like, "All right, well maybe he put some like drugs or something
right.
in his backpack,
Or
he
maybe
doesn't
that's
know
a
about."
euphemism. I don't know.
Right. Like, let me pack some fudge in this backpack, right? Like,
Right. I don't know.
And
It just wasn't that clever.
and yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Man.
He gets his number and he's basically like, oh, New York. One, this guy was a creep. Okay. Not because he's gay or anything like that. But like, even if this dude was straight or was a woman, this character's a fucking creep. Hey, why don't you come on up and I'll give you some Beanie Babies. And yeah, New York is a great place to meet people. What? What are you talking about? Gross, dude. This is how you get HIV, dude. You don't just fuck random Muslims on the street. What's wrong with you? You don't just hand somebody a couple of Beanie Babies and then want to fuck them, dude. That's not right. I don't know why I have to say that, but Beanie Babies are not a proper exchange rate for sex. They're not.
Oh my goodness, that shit was so weird. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, he's gonna kidnap him. He's gonna knock him out, right? And
Right.
then, like Malik is gonna have to save the day.
Right,
That guy's gonna have to get involved.
because there is an actual establish that would. All right, I'm gonna rewrite this story. I'm gonna rewrite the story
Like, it's
in
very
real
bizarre.
time. I'm gonna rewrite the story in real time. There is an established moment early on where Naz and Maalik have a conversation about would you save a person if 8 out of 10 times you could save them, but 2 out of 10 times you would die. Or some reference like that, right? Basically, would you be willing to try to save somebody
If there was an 80% chance you would save him and a 20% chance
that you would die? And Malik is like, no, fuck them. I only believe in myself. Mike apparently is just like Malik. That's
It
terrible.
depends on the person.
It really does.
It really, yeah.
If it was one of these two actors,
Fuck no.
Fuck off. Treat
I-
you just like the rest of how New York treats everybody else. No, get out of my face.
Like, it ain't my bike.
yeah, I don't care. I don't care if you got robbed. So that is an established thing in the movie. So it would have made sense, like you said, like Naz gets grabbed up by this dude, and then Malik is like, I gotta save my friend. Like, you know, like even later in the movie, maybe not right this second, but like I gotta save my friend. I gotta be willing to sacrifice myself to save a guy I'm in love with. No, that doesn't happen at all. Because I don't know.
They tried later on to do some half-assed attempt, call back at it, but it's
Fuck off.
yeah. Like,
No, fuck off to you for even bringing that up because that shit was bullshit.
it was
What
bullshit.
in front of the cop?
Where he's like, why'd you give that if you don't believe in altruism? Because they have a conversation about altruism.
Right.
And Malik is like, no, fuck altruism. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know altruism or all falsism. I don't fucking know. Fuck out of my face. And later on, Malik tries to sell a lotto ticket, and he sold it at face value instead of selling it
For profit.
Yeah, instead of selling it for profit. And he's like, well, that was altruistic. Nas says that. And he's like, nah, yo. Like, I just didn't want to break I just didn't want to be out. I would rather break even than be out. You know what I mean? Like, and that was it. Like, that was the callback to that conversation about heroism.
Here's my question. Why would you buy a lotto ticket for more than they cost? You can get a lotto ticket anywhere in New York.
Yeah.
It's not inconvenient. It's really convenient. They're called convenience stores. They're everywhere.
They're on every fucking corner. You could just walk out your building. And you get
Sometimes
a
they're
fucking-
connected to your building.
Right. You live
Right.
right above it.
You're right.
Who the
Just
fuck
go
was like,
downstairs.
no, I'll give you $3 for that $2 ticket?
No.
No.
That I'm probably not going to win anything with.
That is the dumbest
That
scam
shit
on
is-
earth.
I'd be like, yeah, $3,
And yeah, sure.
$5 for a lot. I'm like, nigga, if you don't get the hell out my goddamn face.
And your point about the altruism, yeah, go fuck yourself. That's a ridiculous callback.
man.
That's ridiculous.
What a piece of shit.
All right, we're at 55 minutes. Yo, this is so bad, man. This is so fucking bad.
doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
sweating. I'm angry. I'm mad at I got a little bit of self-loathing for picking this.
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be good.
Oh,
No,
man.
I went on Rotten Tomatoes. It was like 78%. I was like, oh, okay.
Again, this is what I'm telling you, bro.
Stop following Rotten.
Sometimes they just like shit just to like it, man, because
Or,
it's different.
or yeah, they like it, or just because the topic is controversial.
Oh my god, 2 gay Muslim black dudes. All right, cute, whatever. Like, let the movie be good, please.
Yeah, that's what I care about. Tell a good story. So we run into this cop, this FBI agent. She stops Naz. She's like, "Hey, do you know Maalik? I'm new to the neighborhood here.
No,
and,
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing, nobody. I don't even know my name.
I'd have just ran.
Yeah, I'd have turned
you
right
got
the fuck
shot.
around.
I'm
I'd
like,
have turned around and walked away.
yeah, you can't arrest me.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know you, stranger danger.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know you.
I
You know
just
what? I'd have yelled rape. Fuck it.
wow,
Let's see how you like it.
Get out of my face, FBI white woman. No, I just yeah, so she basically confronts him and she's like, "Look, where were you last night?" He's like, "Oh, I was with Maalik." Which one? You're giving her way too much information.
I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, she's like,
That's
she
my
gives him
first-
this like fucking fake badge. I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't
you.
trust it. Go get a warrant.
Like, I don't know you, and I've done nothing wrong. Get out of my face.
I would just start saying like random Arabic phrases. Like, exactly, I don't speak English. Allah Akbar. Just walk away. She's like, nigga, I know you speak English. Allah Akbar. Just keep walking, dude. It's the only thing I know. I'm like Hodor for fucking Game of Thrones. I got one line. That's it. But you know, she's harassing him, and she basically tells him it's a federal crime to lie to
an FBI agent.
Yeah. Is that true?
I don't even know.
I feel like that's probably true.
probably.
Then Maalik is
I
texting.
feel like it's not. You're not under oath.
Yeah, it feels like a bullshit. It feels like a bullshit thing,
it
right?
Feels like some bullshit nonsense that she used to scare a kid.
Yeah.
Bitch.
So here's my question.
Stank heifer.
Here's my question. That's fair. What does fuck the police? Does that apply to FBI agents?
Yeah, they're just federal police.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to check.
Yeah.
Thinking about getting a T-shirt made. Fuck the police in small, like an asterisk with small letters. This also includes
And
the
the
FBI,
FBI too.
CIA, DOD, DOJ. It's
Just
fine.
whatever 3 random letters you can put together that's a government agency. Damn.
That's fair. So Maalik had texted and called Naz literally 4 times, or actually looking at this 5 times, and he's like, "You need to call me now." He missed 2 calls, and like, "Where are you? Why are you in there?" and all this other stuff. And Naz doesn't call him back. And then he gets like really super pissed at Maalik. And they actually meet up later and they get into a fight. And then they're like making out.
They're like faking out.
Yeah. Which is fine, I guess. I just don't like the Naz character. I just don't. And then they pretend like they're like, we're just wrestling when their mom comes in. They're like, we're just straight dudes. 2 straight dudes wrestling. Touching each other's penises. And it's fine. And his mom, who's also not a very good actress, is like, "Do you steal something from your sister?" And
Wait, what?
and he's like, "Oh no, I took this shitty dime store calculator from her." And she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you're a good student." Blah 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 blah. And it serves no purpose. No purpose. Zero. There's no purpose for his mother to be in this movie at the fuck all. Not at all. God. So then like, okay, so we're like 41 minutes into this movie.
That's it?
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm getting ready to do some fucking Flash shit and like speed into the future here. But I did want to take time to stop and mention how at 41 minutes, Naz has made that turn from the buttoned up, trying to hide that he's gay thing to being like very flamboyant, which is what you were talking about earlier, and it's a bizarre change.
It's very jarring because it's like, and look, I kind of get it, I guess, if you feel like now I can be myself, but there was no reason for him to not be himself earlier.
Right.
Yeah. What was the catalyst to be like, okay, now I can be myself?
He took a kufi off. Like that was literally it.
Right. Like
then he was just
you
like,
could have been, you could have been at who you are from the beginning. I just didn't. It's just a decision that I just didn't understand.
There was nothing that happened in that story that created that change.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Do you think that Maalik is a bad character? Like as far as like kind of an asshole?
No, I don't think Maalik
No.
is a bad character at all. I think Maalik is the only flaw that Maalik has is that he's in love with Naz, and he doesn't know how to pick good dudes. Like that's it.
Yeah. All right.
Other than that, like
you're not wrong.
he at one point Maalik buys Naz a hat, right?
Yo,
Because
this shit pissed me off.
he was like, "Hey, I got you this hat," and he was like, "Oh, thanks." And then they go to the subway, and some two fucking hustling ass kids are like, one kid's got a sign like, "I got cancer," duh. And the other one was like, "Hey, you mind donating? Because my kid brother over here, he's got cancer."
Like,
And
I don't think so.
And right, you better get the fuck out of my
You wouldn't
face.
have given that
No,
kid anything?
the fuck out of here. No,
He got cancer.
no,
What if he had cancer?
He doesn't have cancer.
no.
What if he did?
Closest thing to cancer for him is being born in July. That's it. The fuck out of my face.
I like that you know the astrological sign.
Well, 'cause
Because
I'm a
he's born in
Oh,
July.
you I don't know when they
I
are.
saw a dude. I was coming here today, and I saw a white dude in sweatshirts and a sweatpants and a wife beater and an O's hat, right? And he was a young dude, right, begging for change.
No.
Nigga, get out of my face. First of all, you still got the sticker on your fucking hat.
Yo, what?
Yeah, you still got the sticker on your hat, yo. You just
became homeless this afternoon.
just took some fucking dirty clothes out of your fucking hamper and said, "Let me camp out because the O's are playing today, so it's gonna be a lot of foot traffic. I can beg for some fucking money." I'm not stupid, man. Get the fuck out of my face. You ain't homeless, all right? You're fucking 23 years old. You're in shape. What the fuck? Ain't too many homeless people in shape, yo.
Yo, I saw a guy.
Fuck off, man.
I saw a guy begging for money once, and that dude had better traps and arms than I did. I was like, "Yo, get out of my face, man!" Like, bro, your chest is fucking swole. I'm like, "What do you bench? Where did you find the time to bench?" Like, come on, man, get out of here. No.
Get out of here. So no, I wouldn't have gave those
I need
kids
you.
money.
I need you to have a pot belly, stink, and be dirty.
I need you
before
to look like a fucking wino.
Yeah. No, you can't be in better shape than me. Fuck all that.
And these kids,
I
right,
eat healthy. Get out of here.
these kids, he gave him some cash, and then Nas gave him the hat that Maalik bought for him, yo.
But
Yo, this
is that-
shit
Yo, that was
really
he said
made
it was like a
me
$60
mad.
hat.
Yeah, he says
Yeah,
it was like
man.
$40 or $60, something like that.
Yo,
Do you don't think it's a nice idea to give it to a needy cancer kid?
better get the fuck out of my face. I wouldn't give it to a real needy cancer kid. Shit is mine. What the fuck?
Definitely,
Yo, look,
definitely ready to be a father.
Yo.
No, fuck that baby, yo. That's my Get out of here.
And he gave it to the kid that didn't have cancer.
Right.
He gave it to the big brother. Like,
He gave it to the
He
brother.
was looking out for him.
fuck
Nah,
off.
yo.
Nah, yo. I'd have been pissed.
Oh no, I mean, look. In reality, no. You're not
Yo.
giving away my $60. Yo, if I
Hey,
gave my
hey.
wife a $60 hat and she just handed it to somebody on the street, I'd be like, "You have my $60?" Like,
Yo,
Like-
how about Chris Evans and as Captain America going to see Make-A-Wish kids? You don't see him giving away the shield, do you? No,
no, he doesn't.
he doesn't. And that's Disney. They got like 800 of them fucking shields. We got one.
That's true.
Like, what the fuck? So, no, no. And Maalik was fucking pissed. And
By the way,
as
we
he
had to
should've been.
fake like we had an illness to get this shield off of Chris Evans. That's all. That is true. That's true. We were in a subway.
Yeah, he was fucking mad. He's
was
like, yo,
pissed.
I gave you that fucking hat, dog. Why did you just give it away? He's like,
He's like, I don't really value you. I mean, that's the
Fuck
thing
off.
is, that is the big, if there's any crux to any of this story, is that Naz doesn't value Maalik at all. At all. Like, nothing that Maalik finds important or, worth a damn. Like, Naz is just like, I don't give a fuck. He's a user.
Yeah.
I don't like this character, guys.
I can't stand this character.
Like, he's supposed to be, I guess he was supposed to be the sympathetic one, but I didn't find him sympathetic.
I'd rather Nasir Jones be in this role than this fucking Naz.
Well, I mean, in fairness, they could have just gone to Africa.
Africa, the motherland. Me and T-Bars are gonna go there one day. Nah, yo.
But
Maybe
Africa's far.
not.
An actual quote from that stellar film. So as Naz and Maalik make up because they're really angry at each other, they hug and kiss each other on the train. And this is the first time they really do it in public. And it just so happens.
The biggest coincidence in the fucking world.
Yo.
8 billion people in New York. And his sister just happens to be on a passing train and sees her brother hugged up on his best friend.
Yeah.
All right, yo.
That does not seem
right.
likely.
All right.
And
yo.
she keeps looking. Like, she doesn't just glance over and see them. She literally looks into the train, looks into the train at another section, looks at the train at another section, looks at the train at another section, looks at the train. Oh, that's two guys making out. Looks at the train again. Oh my God, that's Naz and Maalik. I've been in the subway in New York. I have looked in the corresponding trains that are passing. It would be really hard to like, okay, there's Micah making out with a dude.
Yeah. It would be really hard to see that because it would never happen.
Let's start that rumor. I saw somebody making out on the train with Micah randomly in New York. So they get off the train and then they go to their friend's house. This is a heavyset dude. This guy is a terrible actor. He seems like he is almost doing the role as a joke to me. He's like, hey, you watching, baby? Like, he seemed more gestury than I would have assumed this character was.
Yeah.
And they tell him that they're gay.
Well, no,
He doesn't tell him.
Yeah, the plan was, well, when Maalik was questioned by the FBI agent, he told the truth. And when stupid ass Naz was questioned, he tells a lie. Which probably
I was at my friend Dan's house.
Right. I was at Dan's house. So they go to Dan's house and then they figure out, oh shit, their stories are conflicting. We got to go to Dan and tell him to corroborate the story.
Which
right?
one?
Right.
I don't know.
Right. You're gonna
So,
say
like,
that
you're
you
gonna-
made your shit up, or
Right.
you're gonna sell out Maalik?
Yeah, Maalik told the fucking truth. If I was Maalik, I'm like, fuck you, nigga. Like, I told the truth.
Right. So they go to Dan's house.
And then he kind of does do that. That was the best part of the movie. He's like, we in trouble. He's like, we? Nigga, no, we not. You in trouble. Nigga. He runs out.
They go to Dan's house, and before they can corroborate the story, the FBI agent's there. And this leads to the smartest part of the movie, where Dan goes down and addresses the FBI agent as one should address an FBI agent who just happens to knock on your fucking door
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
and say nothing. Just answer questions with questions, give vague roundabout answers, and promptly end the conversation.
You ever had to talk to an FBI agent?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
No.
That's an Aaron Grievance's story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Just
story.
go
is-
back and listen to it.
No, we haven't talked about that one yet.
Oh, we haven't talked about that.
Uh-uh.
Oh, no, we haven't talked about that.
No, we haven't, because Terrence will never stop laughing ever again.
You had to talk with an FBI agent about something?
Yeah.
I mean, I have, but it was for like somebody asked for it. Like, it was like a background check for someone.
Yeah. Look forward to that one on Airing the Grievances. I can't fucking wait. That is literally my favorite. Mike is a fucking lunatic story of all time. And there's so many. There's so many of them. Yeah, so Dan tells her to kick rocks. And Dan goes back upstairs and he's like, look.
Y'all niggas gay?
Yeah.
Basically, like, he's like,
Surprise,
Malik was
motherfucker, I
like,
figured it out.
It was like, I know, but,
Say that shit.
I didn't know you were, going around telling FBI agents that you're gay.
I'm amazed at the acceptance of another young Muslim man.
I mean, dudes don't give a fuck. You ain't fucking me.
No, I feel like that's not true. I feel like dudes really give a fuck.
Well,
sadly,
this guy doesn't seem like he gives a damn, right? Like he's pissed that an FBI agent knows where he lives now.
Yeah.
Brought the fucking FBI to my doorstep.
Right.
Thanks, dum-dum.
So they get into a scuffle. The FBI agent leaves, and now Naz is like, well, what'd you tell him? I said, nigga, I ain't tell him nothing. I ain't tell him you were here. You better get the fuck out of my face.
Yep.
So this dummy runs down the FBI agent and to try and clear the air or whatever. Again, a dummy who thinks he's doing the right thing. Like, no, you're not, yo. You're not doing the right thing.
So we have that clip. So we'll play that and we'll come right back.
Stop. Please. Stop. I was in there at Dan's.
Now you were in there? Last night you weren't? When are you going to tell me what's really going on here?
Maalik and I were at my parents' house last night.
What did I say earlier? It is a crime to lie to a federal agent.
Lady, I'm gay. You don't understand they disown me.
I don't care. No, the FBI does not care.
My parents can't find out just because you're new to the
That
neighborhood.
doesn't mean that you can lie to the FBI.
Fine. Fuck, arrest me because I'm a fucking die. My parents find out this way anyways.
Hey, put your hands up. What's in your backpack?
Cards, money. I sell lotto tickets, sing cards.
What are these?
Sing cards.
Thought you were Muslim. It is unbelievable how much of my time you two have wasted today with this shit.
We're so sorry to have wasted your time and the government's time.
Is he your boyfriend?
What's this?
She's gonna arrest you right now.
Did I say that?
No. We hook up sometimes. Yes, I guess so.
Last night?
Mm-hmm. Like I told you, we were at his house, we were alone. Is that a problem, ma'am?
It is not.
Okay, so there's that scene. That happened.
Yeah.
Yo, he's so stupid, yo. He's so dumb.
Well, if he would
His character is just so...
And not even in the like he's naive or the world or anything. He just makes decisions that are predicated on his own self, and considers no one else.
If you're gonna arrest me, then arrest me. Like, calm down.
What?
You ain't that serious. You ain't that important.
Hey,
how about you don't go reaching in front of your into your backpack,
right?
Muslim,
Right.
a fucking FBI agent.
Hey,
Lucky you didn't get
Saddam.
dropped.
Hey, Saddam, calm down. We're not gonna arrest you.
Hey, Saddam Jenkins, just tone it down 1,000.
Right. This woman is like, look, I don't want to be in this neighborhood. I don't like any of you. I just want to go home.
They said I was going to New York. I thought I was going to Manhattan, not this fucking shithole.
Yeah, she don't want to be there. And they don't want her there. So it all makes sense. So, all right, we're going to fast forward because I've had enough of this. They decide that they're going to buy Maalik's mother a live chicken and kill it for her birthday so that it is halal. You ever murdered a live chicken?
No.
I haven't murdered a live chicken. I have family members who have killed lobster and fish.
Nigga, that don't count.
Yeah, that doesn't really count.
They killed a lobster. They put a knife in it behind its shell. Ooh, congratulations.
Well, I mean,
they killed a fish. What? They pull it out of the water.
No, well, you know.
I've murdered many fish in my day. Yeah, I suffocated them.
Well, yeah, but no,
bash it over the head. Yeah, I've never killed a live chicken. All I can think of, this reminds me of the scene where they find what's the guy, I can't remember his name, killing the goat and fucking Devil's Advocate in his basement.
Oh shit!
Fucking LeBron James's father.
What?
Delroy Lindo.
Oh, Delroy Lindo. Was it Delroy Lindo?
Yeah, yeah. He looks just like fucking LeBron, dude.
He does.
It's your secret dad. So they go to like a chicken place in New York. Apparently, there's a place where you can just buy a bunch of live chickens, and they buy a chicken, and they take it onto the roof to murder. Now they are only wearing their short. They're only wearing their boxers.
Yeah.
They go onto the roof because I guess they don't want to get blood over their clothes. They go onto the roof with this chicken. Maalik holds the chicken down. I can't believe this happened in a movie. Maalik holds the chicken down so that Naz can take this butcher's knife and cleaver and cut the chicken's head off. Except for Naz, he holds the butcher knife way up here. Like, I'm like, right here's enough. Like,
what's up with these exaggerated movements? Right, like that's why I was like, is he just a caricature of a gay dude?
Yeah, he's like, hold on a second. I was like,
you don't have to be so flamboyant when you're decapitating a chicken, do you?
Like, blink. That's it. It's fucking gone. The chicken's neck is this fucking big around. Like, calm down.
You can literally wring that thing's neck.
Yeah, and people have. Snap. Right? So he goes to cut the head off of this chicken, and then he's like, I can't do it. I can't. I get that. Like, I'm not really trying to murder a chicken either. That's why I just, is the chicken, is the $5 chickens at Giant, is that halal? The rotisserie ones? Because I feel like my mom wouldn't know.
Yeah, she wouldn't mind.
Yeah, she'd be like, this chicken is delicious. I'd be like, I halaled the fuck out of it. You're welcome. Who cares? Again, just eat chicken. Who cares? But so he can't do it, and Maalik goes to grab the cleaver from him, and Naz mistakenly cuts Malik's hand. He's like, oh shit! So you call me a fake Muslim. You're not a real Muslim. This is how we do it. I'm like, this is how who does it? I don't believe that all Muslims are just murdering chickens on their roofs.
Chickens head tie.
Like, no, dude, they just go to the store and buy.
On the rooftops of Manhattan. Like, this movie's dumb.
Makes no sense. So then, as they're arguing about him cutting his hand, the chicken is still alive. And the chicken goes sauntering to the edge of the roof. And the camera, look, this is the best cinematography work in the entire film. The camera is like right on this chicken. And the chicken like gets close to the edge, and it's like fucking like clucking and doing his thing. And I guess it saw the Colonel from fucking Undercover Brother, and he was like, I'm out, and just fucking jumped off the roof. And then you hear it hit, and then a car crash. And then they're like, oh shit, the chicken! And they run to the other side of the roof. What? They run to the other side of the roof to check out the chicken, and they see that the chicken has clearly hit the hood of a car and caused an accident. And this guy has run his car into like a pole. So they run downstairs. Naz runs over to the guy in the car. Guy's bleeding. He's all fucked up, and he's like yelling for Maalik to come help him. And Maalik is like, "Remember what I told you about altruism? I don't believe in that shit." And so he was like really freaked out and was like, "It's not your fault. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here." And then Maalik just runs off and runs back into his apartment and just washes the blood of the guy or the chicken or whatever off of him when he went down to the accident. He's in the shower scrubbing it off his boxers and what have you. And Naz is screaming for some help. And tries to get an ambulance or a cop to come. They eventually come and they're like, "Hey, what happened?" He's like, "Oh, it was a car accident." Didn't mention the chicken at all.
Right.
Because I'm sure they won't figure that part out.
I wonder what that's like, right? When the coroner comes over and he's like, "What is this chicken doing?"
Did this chicken kill a guy in a car?
Fucking jump off
Can
a
you
roof.
imagine, like, imagine
what the fuck?
that case in Law and Order, like having to piece together what
Ripped
the fuck
from the headline.
Imagine Dexter doing a blood splatter analysis on that crime scene. Like,
Well, this is.
there's a fucking there's chicken blood around here. And judging from the trajectory of the splatter, I would say the chicken committed suicide from up there. I gotta find who killed this chicken so that I can kill them.
Right.
And add them to my blood slide collection.
Dexter murders 2 Bed-Stuy black Muslims over the death of a suicide chicken.
That chicken legitimately committed suicide.
He was like, that
was
chicken
like,
hated.
"Yo, I
that
can't
chicken
believe
hated those
I'm in
2.
this movie, man.
Like, fuck this.
Yo.
I'm gone.
They told me I was gonna be a star, and look at the bullshit I'm in now. Shit ain't worth it.
Yo, who thought that shit was a good scene?
Oh man.
Does the chicken represent something?
This movie?
Like, does the chicken represent? I'm seriously asking because I am
no
super
idea.
confused. Does the
what the fuck is
chicken
going on?
chicken represent like coming out, new life, death, rebirth?
I think it represents.
Hello.
I was trying to think of something that I can slam this movie on, but I can't. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Like I'm getting a headache. Like we could just
Like it represents the old ways and how they're stupid.
Them 2 niggas
And
get
it causes
dressed.
people to die. I don't.
Them 2 niggas get dressed.
I have no idea.
He meets his sister. Nas meets his sister. His sister's like, "Are you gonna always be gay, or is this like a phase? Like, can you not be gay anymore?" And then he was just like, "Oh, I don't know." and she's like, he's like, "Are you gonna tell mom and dad?" And she's like, "What do you think?" "Yeah, I think you are." And then Nas goes on the subway and he's riding his bike on the platform. And then the guy from the beginning who tried to sell him the gun came back and wrote him a ticket because he can't ride his bike on the platform because it's full circle now, right? Like that's how the concept of something going full circle, right, is, right? Like a character from the beginning that was innocuous is now back, but is completely innocuous.
Good night, everybody.
You're right. Good.
I literally the end
ends
of the
on him getting
movie.
a ticket.
The end of the movie's dialogue is as follows. Hey, this is Nas talking to the white guy. Hey, don't I know you? You look familiar. No, you don't. Okay. Fade to black. Credits. What the fuck, dude?
I was just
What
waiting
the
for Finn to be at the end of this fucking pretentious.
I am
ass
very
shit.
offended. Going back to the very beginning of this episode, I am very offended that you thought that I would like this movie after you watched it.
Yeah, I
Nigga,
did.
fuck you, yo. Get out of my face. This movie is fucking awful.
I was like, yo, this.
What did you think I would see in this movie?
I don't know. That's why I was very, very interested to do this.
Oh my god, absolutely not.
Oh
I'm
my
going
God,
to
man.
I'm going to use some brain bleach and watch John Wick 2 right after this episode. All right, guys,
Oh,
that
man.
is it for us. I really did not care for this.
It's not good.
Yeah, don't watch it.
It's not good. Don't bother.
Look,
really.
Here's what we can say. We're gonna come back with the fucking fury in the next episode to make up for these shenanigans. We promise we will have something very, very interesting and in-depth to talk about next time. All right, we will see you guys next week for another preview episode.
See you.
Take it easy.
Bye.
We out.